Okay, y'all, let's get this started. We are 5 minutes in. Hey, it's me, AeonEsq. And as promised, I'm back with another episode review of one of my favorite web based reality shows, Chasing Atlanta. I was live on here not yesterday, but on Monday, where I did a deep dive on the lawsuit against the state of Kansas regarding their Senate Bill 244 about the driver's licenses and the bathrooms, the bathroom law the bathroom laws that are anti-trans. So we did about like a 2 hour deep dive on that. So if you are interested and you want me to speak some legalese to you, that live is still up and available on my channel. But we are here to talk about Chasing Atlanta today. I don't imagine this is going to be a super long episode because I feel like, from my perspective, this episode was straightforward and to the point. And yeah, I just feel like I'm gonna be I just feel like I'm gonna be straightforward and to the point. This was definitely not a filler episode, but I feel like this episode is we're already at the halfway mark of the season, and I feel like this episode is going to kind of set us up for the end. So yeah. Yeah. So where do I want to start? If you don't know how I approach my particular reviews, in the spirit of Amani Van Sapp, who I love so much, who used to review the show, I plan to break my review will consist on me talking about things that I liked from the particular episode, things that I loathe. Let me see if I can make myself bigger. Things that I like, things that I loathe, and pointing out people that are standing still. That has been working for me so far. It's how I want to continue to break stuff down, and I just like the conversations that we can have just by breaking it down that way, and really I'm using that to start some generative conversation. So let's go there. I also want to say that I am also live on my TikTok page. Hey, TikTok. I'm also live on Instagram. Hey, Instagram. I think I will continue to do this. But if you want to watch on YouTube, because on YouTube there will definitely be graphics shown. There'll definitely be, I'm a visual learner. I like pictures. They'll definitely, if you want to see all of those things, I highly suggest that you migrate on over to my YouTube page so you can get the fullness of the conversation. But let me put this other graphic up. And let me do, before we get started with the things that I like, let me do one little break because I'm going to promote this on Instagram, on IG, and then we'll come back. Shout out to all the people who are on my TikTok liking everything. Thank you for the likes. Keep tapping the screen. Tap, tap, tap. Gift me, send me things. This is a work. So yes, please gift the girl. But let me take a break on here and I will be right back in a hot second. Let me put some music on for you all while I go do this last promotional push, and I'll be right back so we can get started. Okay, let's get started. Things that I liked. Let's take it here. Things that I liked. Where is the picture at? And let me make myself smaller. This was that's too big this thing. Okay. This was a really, 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 really good episode for Tremel. Things that I liked. I liked that so we all know in the episode there was something that happened off camera between Tremel and Kendall where uh based on what Tremel said, they were out at a park. Tremel made a comment about Sammy and his partner and some other people were going to have a party. Sammy invited Tremel, and then Tremel said, well, I hope it said something to the effect of, well, I know what it's like to not be invited, or I hope that I do get the invite. I can't remember verbatim what it was, but Kendall was also in the proximity, and Kendall felt like it was just shot to him because a couple of episodes prior, Kendall did not invite Tremel or Carl to his birthday outing, a birthday gathering. So when Tremel said that, I'm assuming that Tremel said it to be playful. Kendall took it as a slight, as a jab, and then it set off a whole chain of events that led to this ultimate confrontation that happened at the end of the episode. Apparently, once Tremel said it, Kendall walked away. Tremel tried to be direct and confront the situation head on. Hey, you walking away, not saying bye, that hurt my feelings. Also, what's going on? And Kendall just was not receptive. And instead of trying to fix the situation or get to the bottom of it, Kendall brought it into the group chat and was like, I don't fuck with them. And then there was tension, there was shade, and then it ultimately got to the it wasn't a fight or anything, it was just an exchange of words that happened at the end of Sammy's performance. Why I like Tremel. I know, it's a lot of age shaming that happens like on these reality shows, and that happens like in the queer community, period. What I like about this episode, and I believe Tremel is 38 or 39, and that's fab. I'm 37. What I like about this episode is that, to me, it shows that Tremel has lived experience, and Tremel not only has conflict resolution or has the propensity to engage in conflict resolution skills, which I think is just important in life, but is also very important if you want to be on an ensemble show like this. I like the fact that he had it, that at least from my vantage point, he came into the situation with the spirit of reconciling, with the spirit of getting to the bottom of it. And I just think we need more of that. And people try to shit on people who are older, but when you are older and you've gone through life and you've had breakdowns of relationships and friendships, and you've been through a couple of things, if you are doing what you're supposed to in life, you're supposed to come out of those things with different skills. And I like the fact that Tremel saw something. And multiple times throughout this episode, we saw Tremel trying to be the bigger person. It was to no avail, but Tremel did try to be the bigger person and just do what he needed to do. It just wasn't received. But I like the fact that Tremel stood his ground. And when it wasn't being reciprocated, towards the end of the episode, we saw Tremel enforce boundaries. It's like, okay, if you're not even open to the conversation to get to the bottom of it, and then you are going off, you're insulting me, you calling me dirty, okay, then we don't have to mess with each other, and that's fine. But I really enjoyed Tremel on this episode. I really enjoyed the maturity. And I really feel like this was a great episode for Tremel. And we just saw multiple times Tremel just try to get to the bottom of the situation, and it wasn't received. But I think it's more important that Tremel did it, and Tremel is a demonstration for how you try to navigate conflict and you try to nip things in the bud before they go too far. So this was a good episode for Tremel. So I really liked Tremel on this episode. Looking forward to seeing more. Let's go to the next thing that I liked. Let's go here. Let's grab this picture. Let's go here. Y'all know I want to see the chasing. I want to see the chases. So the next thing that I like, Q. I really like this work scene. We open up the episode with this work scene with Q working with Sukihana. I live for Sukihana. I actually like her music a lot, but I really like this work scene between Q and Sukihana. Him getting her dressed for different events, and also their friends beyond this. So I just really feel like it was a great work scene. It was another scene inside of the Ivy showroom. I'm not a fashion girly, but I've heard a lot about the Ivy showroom. So just to know that Q was just doing a lot of work out of there. I just know that is a big thing, especially in that world. And this was just like, show us the chase. We want to see the chase. So I'm just happy to see it. It's nice to see Q in his element. It's nice to see celebrities on the show, and just the crossing and the interweaving of these different worlds. And it was just very nice to see the scene and to see. It was just very good to see. So I like that cue. Another thing that I like for this episode, I told you, for me, this episode, I'm probably going to get through this really fast. This is not going to be my typical, I'm on here for an hour, and that's okay. The next thing that I liked, and I know that I screenshotted this, Sammy Austin, and I apologize. The last time I had a review, I think I put Sammy in the like column, but I forgot to have a picture or reference. But Sammy had a full performance on this episode. Very great performance, very great showmanship, stage presence. And again, we want to see the chases. I like to see the chases. I like to see the people in the mess, but I also like to see the folks like in their element, doing their thing, showing us why they're on Chasing Atlanta. With their their music, their talent, their choreography. They're actually out here, they're actually doing events. So I really like to see this. I think this is definitely a good look. And shout out to Sammy and Austin and the Sammy Austin movement. I got my life. So let's move to the things that I love. Let's go here. Kendall. So not the last review that I did, but I think the first time I did a review, I really liked Kendall. Kendall came with just different energy, and Kendall seemed very like emotionally intelligent, and I liked how Kendall was being integrated into the situation. I didn't like Kendall this episode. I didn't like particularly this scene right here. I just felt like it could have been handled a different way. On one level, was it very entertaining? Yes, seeing the girls read each other and go in and be short with each other. On an entertainment level, yes, I want to see that. That's good. That's what we want to see. However, I just feel like it was a missed opportunity. I feel like you should only go at people like that when they're giving that energy back to you. And it was just very obvious that Tramel was just not trying to come at you on that energy. Even when Tramel did the breakdown of the text messages that happened privately between y'all, you really saw that Tramel came on a vibe of really trying to get to the bottom of the situation and for it to be some type of resolve or some type of resolution. But Kendall, it just didn't seem that you were on that energy. It kind of feels like you got a chip on your shoulder, and I don't know what it is. Will it get revealed in these next couple of episodes or at the reunion? I don't know, but it just seemed very weird to me. Somebody that came into the show on energy of, let's bring everybody together. Let's be above it. Let's try to have fun with each other. That now that you're coming into conflict, that you're instantly just getting on the defense and you're not even trying to position yourself in a way to fix it. And then you just going too far, like calling Tramel dirty. And like Tramel does not look dirty. Tramel does not look dirty. Tramel actually looks like he smells very nice. But besides that, I just didn't like this for you. I just didn't like this for you. I just like there was an opportunity for you to talk and really for you to talk about why why you were either so hurt by the comment or why you were why I just feel like there's something deeper going on that's not being exposed. And I would just like to get to the bottom of it because I do like Kendall. I like what Kendall presents. I like what Kendall represents, but I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. And it feels like it's something underlying. And again, Tramel has appeared genuine. And I can't remember if Tramel said it on a show or I was watching a subsequent review of like one of the Chase and panel reviews of the show, but Tramel was really trying to open up. You came to Tramel's album listening party, like Tramel, from what we are being seen as the viewers, Tramel is being open, inviting you all into his world, and it just doesn't seem like it was reciprocated. And then just looking at the preview next week, it seems kind of weird that you are giving an olive branch to K-Star, but you're not willing to do that for Tramel. That it just seems very weird. And I hope that you all can fix it. I do believe that is something that's very fixable, but I didn't like this for you, Kendall. I just I didn't like you. It seemed like this was a overreaction. It seemed like this was an overreaction. It seemed like it came out of nowhere. Did you have a crush on Tramel? I don't know. I don't know, but the people would really like to get more context. But from what I saw from this episode, it was like it didn't call for all of that. And it just ain't calling for all of that. It's if you don't fuck with somebody, you want to be friends with somebody, that's fine. But calling them all types of dirty bitches and people having to hold you back, it was that all of that was unnecessary, honey. It was unnecessary. But I'm gonna leave this here. I'm hoping for growth. I'm hoping for evolution. I'm hoping for forward movement of the storyline. But I didn't like this. I didn't like this. Let's go to something else that I loathed from this episode. Now, Q, I gave you praise because I did like that you had the work scene, but and I know this is your birthday party scene, and I know this is your birthday, but you can't be coming to the place like 2 and 3 hours late. It's no shade. As somebody who was the older girl in the back half of my 30s, for me, once the sun start going down, that's when I start turning off. My battery starts going down, I start turning off. And yeah, you had everybody rating, and multiple cast members gave I'm hitting it. Cast members who both drove and cast members who Ubered and lifted to where the party was. So, I mean, when you came in, you look cute. Sukiyana looked cute. I don't know if you came in late because Sukiyana was late. I don't know. But you can't be having me waiting for something and there's no air conditioning. Oh, the call time is 5. Oh, okay. Oh, so you can't. So the call time was 5:30, but they didn't get there until 9. No, that was unacceptable. That was unacceptable. And I too would have left. I too would have left. I too would have figured it out. We would have found a different way to get our needs met. But yeah, you can't have people waiting that long. We know it was your birthday, but we still have to be mindful of other people in their times. But nevertheless, the party looked great. It looked cute. It looked like it was a fun time. But yeah, we got to be respectful of each other's time. Let me see, because I have some more pictures on here. Yeah. Let me pull. Okay, I think these pictures are related to me being over, you being late. For everybody that's watching on Instagram and on TikTok, on my YouTube, I am showing pictures. So if you watch on my YouTube channel, you'll be able to see the pictures. But yeah, this is Miss Tony. It looks like it was still daylight, but she was over it. She was ready to go. Do I have another picture? Let me see if I got another picture. Related to this party. Give me a second. Okay, no, this picture is related to. Okay, so yeah, this picture is related to the things that I like and things that I love. I really loved how Tramel handled himself in the situation, and yeah, how Tramel when Kendall wasn't receptive, Tramel was like, you know what? I don't fuck with her. It is what it is. I don't fuck with her. She being weird. Instead of coming out and saying what the issue is with me, you talking in circles. And one thing about me, I hate when people talk in circles or people try to play on my intelligence. But yeah, yeah. So let's go to who is standing still. There was a scene with Noel, and I y'all know how I feel about Noel, but it's no shade. That scene with Noel, it didn't really do anything for me. So I just did not want to include it, and we just want to move on to something else. I told y'all this was going to be quick. This is not going to be that long. And then I'm supposed to be going to the movies. I'm going to see Scream 7 again. So yeah, trying to be productive and get the hell out of Dodge. Standing still. Okay. Miss Nova. Okay, let me start with the positive. I like the fact that Nova was not in the middle of any mess. We haven't really seen any resolve with the storyline between her and Althea and just other situations that she's in. So let's hold on. Let me see. I got sounds in here. Let me see. This is gonna be a key. Oh yes. No. She wasn't in any drama. She wasn't in any thank the Lord for that. However, girl, for me, this is just for me, this is my review. Scenes about you getting your lips done, and I still don't know what your chase is. I still don't know what it is you do. It's just like, it's no shade. It's like, were there no other femme queens in Atlanta that like wasn't pursuing anything? Because I don't know, it's just not going anywhere for me. And just these like weird scenes of her doing anything, it just, again, it's giving standing still. It's giving like not moving forward. I'm not seeing, like, I don't feel like I'm not seeing an evolution from episode 1 to now. So I just, yeah, it's like, girl, like what is going on? What is going on, Miss Nova? Like it's given like you came on here to be a Kiki, and I just, again, I want more for the girls. This is a big platform. This is a big opportunity, and like I could have did without the scene because I don't feel like I got to know anything more about her as a person. I got to learn more about her exterior and her physical, but again, I didn't really get to know more about her in a person. And like, I don't know, I just want to see balanced and redeeming qualities in everybody. And yeah, but I'm not gonna go in too long. It's just like, girl, what are we doing here? What are we doing here in 2025, 2026? What are we doing? But I needed to see more, y'all. I just needed to see more. Okay, but I'm going to leave that there. Again, this was a light episode, in my opinion. Like I said, I think this episode is setting the stage for the back half of the season. So this episode was really light for me. I really didn't have much I wanted to talk about, much I wanted to expound on, but I just wanted to talk about those things. So again, just as a recap, I loved Tramel this episode. I loved how he asserted himself. I love that I'm assuming because he is an older person that he has the capacity to really engage in conflict resolution in the way that some of the younger cast members can't. So I really like that. I liked Q this episode. Like I like he was working. I like that he's showing us everything. That's what we really want to see on these reality shows. This was a good episode for Sammy. Things that I love. Kendall, I'm looking at you. I got my eye on you because I ain't like this situation. I feel like it was an overreaction. I feel like you did. I feel like you did the most for the least, and I'm hoping that we get some context or we get some. And like to me, it's really no reason for there to be a divide because really y'all don't really know each other like that as a group, and there should be an opportunity for y'all to come together and to get together. And it seems to me this divide seems way too premature. So yeah, I didn't like that. Q, we gotta respect people's time, even for our birthday. If we say we're gonna be somewhere and we're gonna do something, we gotta be there and respect people's time. Standing still, Nova, the scene with you getting lip fillers, mama, it's just not enough. And was this episode 6? And I'm assuming this is a 10 episode season. So you really only got like 3 episodes left. Like I feel like I haven't seen enough. So like please tell me that we're going to see something other than you just doing exterior things. But that's all that I have for Chasing Atlanta season 7. Ugh, season, not season. Season 7, episode 6, The Great Divide. There is a new episode of Chasing Atlanta that comes out tonight, and I will definitely be watching that. And my plan is to do a review tomorrow. I'm probably going to go to the park tomorrow morning. So if I do the review, it's probably going to be around this time again or later. But thank you all for the support, and I will see y'all for the next episode. Bye.